ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Blackfyre Rebellions. The final Blackfyre Rebellion, if I have anything to say about it. If you haven't watched the Ninepenny Kings video prior to this, I do highly recommend you go watch that, because otherwise you're going to be very confused. But the long and short is, Maelys Blackfyre's previous rebellion failed quite miserably. Although many Targaryens died, and ultimately it ended with a Grand Council, where he was definitely not voted. I think like 5 dudes voted for him. He lost the throne. The throne was instead given to the Targaryen woman, whose son has now inherited, so the Baratheons are sitting on the Iron Throne. With the male line of House Targaryen completely wiped out, only the Blackfyres are the true heirs, and have always been the true heirs. Or so they say. However, Maelys did not return to Westeros, and would never step foot there again in his lifetime, instead spending his later years securing the disputed... Instead, the man spent his later years securing the disputed lands, taking Lys and securing Tyrosh. He carved for himself a small kingdom out of the disputed lands of Essos, and raised a great many children. Shitloads, in fact. Although only a few of them are actually legitimate, as his reign wife gave him 3 sons and 2 daughters. The other kids are a bunch of bastards from his various concubines that he had. And taking after Aegon the Unworthy, Maelys decided to legitimize them all on his deathbed, while also dealing with his debt problem by selling people into slavery. And then a stroke of fortune came about, ladies and gentlemen. For his son and eldest boy, Daemon, inherited the Westerlands from his mother. Since his great-grandfather, the Red Lion, conquered the Westerlands back during the last rebellion, the Red Lion's son, Kevan, inherited, only to be slain in combat by some rando. Castle Rock transferred to Lady Ilyn, Daemon's mother. At that point, the Westerlands became Daemon's and became Blackfyre controlled, although law-wise speaking, I'm going to assume that it was his mother that was ruling in name and in face kind of vibe. Otherwise, I don't know why the Targaryens would just let a Blackfyre control the Westerlands for like 15 years. So, yeah. I'm going to assume that she was probably the face of everything for a while, and only now that Daemon has come of age will he be revealed to the world and make his move. How this is going to go exactly is anyone's guess, but we do have to deal with some issues, so to speak. There you go. The bloodline of House Blackfyre's traditional claim in these ancestral lands. My father will not be honoured before a funeral, he was kind of a dick. Daemon is married to his twin sister Daenerys, they have a daughter together already, and I have a shitload of siblings. We'll go through the siblings quick. Now, Prince Aegor is actually married or betrothed to a Stark girl at the moment. Prince Rhaenys is betrothed to Lord Kevan Rhaene, who is actually the Lord of Tyrosh at the moment. I have a House Fireball is the Southern Stepstones. Asturian, North Stepstones. I've got a Coles as well. I control Lys directly. A House Rainhill are the descendants of Robb Rhaine. It's one of the original Rains and Loyalists. The Stricklands are controlling some territories over here as well. And I also, interestingly, have the Darklands on my side, who went to the disputed lands after they were overthrown in Duskendale and stripped of their titles by the Targaryens. But yes, the late queen died, so now her son, Steffon Baratheon, interestingly Robert Baratheon's father, although Robert Baratheon doesn't kind of exist right now, he would be this dude, but the name's different. But yeah, he is Robert's father. Robert's father is king of Westeros and the Iron Throne. He's named one of his sons, he's named his second son, Lord Paramount of the Stormlands, and everything else is what it is. Vieira's betrothed to an Arryn boy, and finally, Prince Roger the Red, the only brother that I have that actually took after my mother's colouring and the Rhaene colouring, is married to a Rhaene. Daemon turned out pretty decently. Not like his father at all. He's honourable, just, chaste, skilled, still a squire. Strong, though, he inherited from his father. I kind of think he actually inherited the Westerlands, like, when he was 2 years old. So, his mother basically raised him, and that's why he turned out so differently from his father, at least in personality. Well, the one thing they do share is a hatred for the Targaryens, and a belief that they are the rightful heirs to Westeros. Interestingly, the Baratheons don't hate me. The Blackfyres and the Targaryens had a blood feud, but the Baratheons don't have a blood feud with us. There is a 2% chance that I get formidable. 2! Oh well. At least I got my claims on King's Landing now. Is it fucking Tywin Lannister? Yeah, Tywin Lannister is over in Volantis, planning to try to take the Westerlands from me. They are interfering with my fucking rebellion schemes, god damn it. The nerve of these fucking people. Alright, let's go beat the shit out of this idiot. Tywin will pay the price for his hubris. Got to avoid it? Yeah. Why the fuck won't you die? Who the hell are you? You have trained. You're not even that good. Die already. This is, if nothing else, a pretty interesting little alternative history thing that we got going. Tywin will be executed, upset the rulers in nowhere. Hung, drawn, and quartered. Alright, we will go to Winterfell to discuss the future with the Starks. I have another daughter. Apparently 2 daughters. You gotta be kidding me. Jesus, okay. Blackfyre apparently has a thing about not popping out sons. I'm just sorting out my alliances while we wait. I think I can pull this off. Because not all the Lord Paramounts particularly love the king. They're not like super fucking thrilled about him. Or at least I think I can pull it off enough. Like the Greyjoys and the Starks don't like the king at all, but they like me. So I think I can pull this off. Alright, we shouldn't stall any longer. We will declare our intentions and go to war. And lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, the 6th Blackfyre Rebellion begins. I will call the Starks into the war. I will call the Tarleys into the war. I will call the Ironwoods into the war. I will call the Vale into the war. I don't think the Riverlands will join me, but the rest of them fucking will. Which is more than enough to handle this crap. Gather all those guys at Castle Rock. Get the fleets from the west and send them over here real quick. To Lys. Get those guys all the way over there and grouped up together. Let's see who the hell sides with me and what goes on. Treacherous bastard. Unfortunately, the Ironwoods aren't joining me. You dicks. And the Lannisters have, of course, betrayed me because they're Lannisters. However, the Tarleys will join me. Excellent work, lads. The fucking Blueburns. They've pledged eternal loyalty to House Baratheon. Cunts. The Vale has sided with me. Macy's Hook has pledged eternal loyalty to House Baratheon. The Starks have joined my side, however. There you go. The Ironwoods will also join my side. Excellent work, lads. My alliance with the Tullys has broken down, and they are fighting against me. Kill that Lannister bitch. Have her hanged. The only good Lannister is a dead Lannister, lads. This place, we should probably march on the capital pretty fucking soon. Soon as that fucking 1,000 men show up at Lannisport. There we go. Because their king, King Stefan himself, is leading this force, and I will go crush it immediately. And while we're fighting that war, these troops can start sailing over to Blackwater Bay. And we will beat the shit out of the Baratheons. I was kind of hoping a duel would trigger there, but apparently not. I could beat the shit out of the other Baratheon army. Prepare to die, scum. Attack with speed. Strike. Die. Go for the king again. Ah, this is Lord Paramount Edric, the king's brother. The Arryns are fighting the Tullys at King's Landing. Excellent work, lads. And I am going to send the 14k 1,000 men with these guys over to deal with this. The Ironwoods is joining me still again. Being the loyalists as they are. We've intercepted the king. He is still a little bitch. Oh crap, I fucking clicked out. No, it's not gonna, there you go. I can, however, come down here and help out with these dudes. Quickly, help the Arryns. There we go. I'll send these guys. Actually, we'll go up north and hunt down these. We'll go help Lord Paramount Rickard, actually. Yeah, he's going to come down and help us, and we'll fuck him in the ass. Come on, lads. Come on, I want a duel with the Baratheon king. Let me duel him. That's what I want. An epic duel to fucking kill the Baratheon. Son of a bitch. He won't let me have any fun. Predator scum, and then run back the Sun Spear. I'm going to get Stark to come help me, make sure he does. Because there's going to be a big battle here. One striker's always scared to try to defend himself. Die, bitch. Kevin of Tyrosh. Yeah, that's fine. The Rains will be greatly rewarded. They are still pretty fucking good. Hunt down this Martell army. The Starks are getting their asses kicked. No! Hold in there, Stark. I'm coming! I'm coming! Fuck. Let's go to the Reach. These idiots down here are fighting these guys. I'll tell the Yornwoods to join up with me and the Tarleys, because they're not, like, able to defend themselves. Oh, let me duel the fucking Baratheons. I've not gotten a single duel against one Baratheon yet. It sucks. My enemy was wounded. Not killed, though. Sag. As the kids say, Sag. Alright, we'll take the Red Keep. And Daemon will arrive for the last second to seize the Red Keep. Take Morgoth's Holdfast. I'm surprised more people aren't turning against Baratheon, to be honest. Stark's over here kicking their ass. That's fucking funny. Okay, then. We will end the war here. The 6th Blackfyre Rebellion is the charm, apparently. We will end it here and claim the rightful throne for the Blackfyres. Usurped King's Landing. Usurped. I kind of feel like we don't really have a beef with the Baratheons, necessarily. But we have, like, overthrown them. They could be a threat later on, but, like, I think we let them... We take a hostage and we let them bend the knee. Daemon is not his father. He is honorable, he is just. He believes that he is the rightful king, since all the Targaryen male line has been extinguished, so we'll let them bend the knee. The war has been won. Our enemies' armies have been crushed, and the loyalist forces have been defeated. Courtier Stefan Baratheon, one of your opponents, has been brought before you to hear your judgment. I will judge his family justly. The Tullys, we'll let them bend the knee. It's fine. Like I said, we're not Melees. We're not our father. I am, however, going to make Dawn. This was seen as tyrannical, apparently. Oh, that kind of sucks. If she rebels, then we can actually do that. Not fit to be in the Kingsguard. You can be in the Kingsguard. Lannister? Lannister will be roasted as well. Oliver Baratheon. We gain tyranny for doing all this. Okay, so these are all the Baratheons that we've got captured, essentially. Do we take his head? He is actually the brother of Edric. Yeah, I'll throw him in the dungeons, and we can call him for a trial afterwards. Like I said, we're being fairly merciful. We're not our father, and I think Daemon is out to prove that he's not his father. So we'll take a lot of them hostage. Lannister has fucking revolted. Golden Company disbands. Finally! Aegon Bittersteel, one of the great bastards, was a founder of the Golden Company, one of Daemon Blackfyre's most trusted men, and took his sons into hiding across the Narrow Sea after the Blackfyre's defeat. After struggling to rally support for the Blackfyre exiles, the Golden Company was established to provide a haven for exiled lords and knights of Westeros. Ever since they smuggled thingamajig, blah blah blah. Now their mission is fulfilled, and the company can finally disband, having regained their honor and lands. I will order Lord Harmon to stand down. And I can brand him as a traitor and strip him. I will name somebody else as rightful ruler of the Reach. Yeah, he's branded as a traitor. So that will give me a right to strip him of the Reach later. And then I can go from that afterwards. I can give my friend, the Reign, the Westerlands, which will deal with my vassal problem. It was fine for now. Most of my vassals actually like me a lot. Like, considering everything, my relationship with the vassals is actually pretty fucking good. Why does Mir control that? That's not good. That's less good. That's much less good. Also, Mir stole a chunk of shit and took some stuff from Strickland. You sneaky little bastards. I'll tell you what I can do. Give my brother the Kingdom of Lys. There you go. My brother is now Lord Paramount of Lys. He has imprisoned his own wife. But Lord, I demand a trial by combat. I will handle this myself. King against king. The birth of Baratheons might be a bit pissed when I kill this dude, but you launch a frenzied and furious attack against Stefan, immediately setting him on the back foot. I easily break through his guard. He lies sprawled at my feet, completely at my mercy. I yield! I yield! You little bitch. I accept. Back on your feet. Victory is mine. I cut off one of his hands. That's what happened in that. I beat the shit out of him, actually, and cut off one of his hands. I shall be merciful and send him to the wall. Holy shit, I got a formidable fighter. Having spent countless hours swinging my sword, it is clear that my technique is getting better. Sweet! I am now formidable. Excellent. And then we will grant Dawn to the Ironwoods for their loyalty, and there still being a Blackfyre loyalist after all of this time. I take a fucking 30 hit to my vassals liking me so much, but it's not the end of the world. I can take it. It's fine. It's worth having Dawn be a loyalist, frankly. The Lannisters are officially ousted from the Westerlands completely now, so that's quite something. I will go deal with this stupid fucking rebellion nonsense that I'm dealing with. Can I still command that he stop this fucking war? No, but I have made him a traitor, so. Plus he's keeping the Baratheons busy for me. That's a thing. I have a son, ladies and gentlemen. Prince Aegon is born. I don't know who he'll marry. Probably one of his sisters. Yeah, probably one of his sisters, actually. He didn't get strong, but he got attractive. So we're weeding out the monstrous' bloodline, basically. That will probably be our next war, is against the Reach, because they are cunts. But our first order of business, now that peace is here, we will bastardize the line of Daeron Targaryen, issuing a decree declaring Daeron the Good Waters is not the son of Aegon IV, but the illegitimate bastard son of Daenerys and Aemon the Dragon Knight Targaryen, and in doing so reaffirming the rightful Blackfyre descent. I have betrothed Prince Roger off to the Baratheon girl. My own son is too old, too young to be doing that, so yeah, we have to make peace with the Baratheons is what we're doing. My half-brother Aemond is the Lord of Duskendale right now. The Baratheons are back in the fold. They're not particularly happy with me, but they're also not angry at me, so that's... And then Jon Arryn is also betrothed one of my daughters. The reigns are very closely tied to the throne. The Ironwoods are obviously ruling Dawn. And they are already Blackfyre loyalists, and they've been rewarded. And I've also got blood ties with one of them, I believe. This girl is marrying my half-brother. The last Targaryen is Princess Rhaela, Aerys' old wife, and she is still a widow and has no other kids. So the Targaryen line, I've invited her to my court. But yeah, we will invite her to the court and she can live out the rest of her days in the capital. I won't be mean to her or anything. I can appoint her to the Kingsguard, which is just weird. Only a few days remain before I am crowned king before the gods and all my subjects. My court is filled with distinguished guests, both vassals and foreign dignitaries come to bear witness to this fundamental moment of my reign. Such a lavish ceremony is a rare spectacle indeed. We can actually even betroth my new, slightly mental daughter to the heir to the Stormlands as well. So, yeah. Daemon is securing the realm. He's securing the future generations of House Blackfyre and ensuring that the Baratheons don't rebel against the throne. Well, I don't think anybody's going to be putting Edric Baratheon on the fucking throne anytime soon, considering the man is currently selling people into slavery illegally. Can I, like, arrest him for that? Yes, I can arrest him for that. I could even maybe strip him of his shit. Interestingly, the Tullys have declared themselves Blackfyre loyalists, and the Arryns have also declared themselves Blackfyre loyalists. And the Fowlers have declared themselves Blackfyre loyalists. And the Wills have declared themselves Blackfyre loyalists. Anybody else? Anybody else? No? Just you guys. Okay. Interestingly, the council's named myself as his heir, and it helps with... Okay, so the Rowans are now in charge of the Reach, apparently. Yep, Tully will be rewarded with a daughter. Excellent work, Tully. Your loyalty is much appreciated, my friend. The Baratheons have crossed a line, ladies and gentlemen. They've imprisoned one of my daughters. Oh my god, they've cut off one of her hands. What the fuck is going on? They severely injured her. My daughter has been suffering greatly in the captivity. Apparently, unfortunately, is being routinely tortured by her captives. You fucking asshole. I mean, I did kill 2 of the Baratheons, so I guess this is probably my fault, but, like, fuck you. Yes, excellent. You've killed... Hey, there we go. The Fowlers as well, who declared themselves Blackfyre loyalists, have just murked the Baratheon. Excellent work, lads. Fucking assholes. Died in the dungeons. Right, well, the Baratheons are now on my shit list. Alright, what? We will, First of all, they're cancelling this fucking betrothal. That's not happening. This kid is being, like, overthrown, and then my brother, Prince Rogar the Red, can become Lord Paramount of the Stormlands. How many other Baratheons are there left alive? 3. Well, lads. Daemon tried to be merciful, but he is now known widely as the Avenger, both for reclaiming the throne and for removing the Baratheons completely. My brother, Rogar the Red, is now Lord Paramount of the Stormlands, ruling from Storm's End with his Baratheon wife. One of 2 Baratheon members still left alive. The other one is the Brella chick, who is fucking in the Stepstones, I think? married to some rando. Like, her kids are not Baratheons, so she's no threat. And my brother's future offspring will be half Baratheon, which gives him a decent claim to the Stormlands. None of his vassals are complaining. He's a much better candidate than the Baratheons were, considering they're all dead. All the male line is dead. The evil dude basically sealed their fate. Daemon gave them a chance. He was merciful. He was going to let them live, but then they killed his daughter. And then all bets were off. So yeah. The last Baratheon lord was Morden Baratheon, and he was hung, drawn, and quartered. So the Baratheon dynasty is dead, and there are no rival claimants to the Iron Throne left alive. I do believe this is as good a place as any to wrap up this little chapter. Although it is an interesting fucking alternative history, I think I've already done one more video than I'd ever intended to do for this, so here we are. My son and heir is betrothed to a Solana chick, because she's got the attractive. Aegon is like a massive badass. He's got fair, genius, strong, skilled. If he could get formidable, he may already turn out to be one of the best kings Westeros will ever see. Westeros is secured. House Blackfyre has finally succeeded. It only took them 6 fucking times to do it. And they have essentially wiped out all rival claimants. Only the Baratheon girls remain, and they are of no threat. Yeah, there is actually a bastard, Commander Lionel, the Bastard of King's Landing, who is technically a Targaryen bastard through the Queen. But he's of no threat either, really. Nobody's going to put him on the throne. So yeah, guys, we'll wrap that up there. And the next video up is, I'm not sure, I think it's the Defiance of Duskendale. Just to see if we can do something cool with that. And we will basically go ahead to that. I'll wrap this up here. We will get back on track of things, because this was an episode that was not meant to ever exist. This is an extra episode, and the alternative history was just too tempting for me to pass up, so, you know. I hope this is enjoyable. I don't regret doing this little fucking extra episode. I think it's cool. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one, and we will defy the shit out of Duskendale.
This war is far from over.